Hey guys, I'm Alan Zirkle with Mr. Z's Music Lessons. Today we're doing an acoustic guitar tutorial over the song Survivor by Zach Williams. And the song is in the key of B, and if you'll check in the description of the video, I have a link to a chord chart down there that you can print off and follow along with if you want. And I'll also have tabs and chords running across the screen. And you're going to need a capo on the 4th fret, so if you need a capo, just check in the description. I have a link down there to the kind I like to use. So we're going to start off with the intro riff, and so we'll have that capo on the 4th fret, and then we'll put our first finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and then we'll put our 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the D string, up from where that capo is. And this riff we're going to play through the intro and then also through the verses. So we'll pick the D string, the G string, the B string, then back to the G string. And we're playing 8th notes, so it sounds like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then it goes a little bit faster, so it goes like this. Play that, that's like one measure, like this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we'll play that pattern. He played it like 19 times. That gets you through the intro and also verse 1. And then verse 2 you can play the same thing there too if you want. For chorus 1 we have basically 4 chords that we'll play, so I'll just run you through each one of those first. So for our G chord, we'll put our first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then our 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and the 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. And with this first finger, I'm not really going to press down. I'm just going to touch the string just to mute that A string. And our next chord will be D. We'll put our first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, and the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and we'll strum from the D string down. Then our E minor 7, we'll put our 3rd and 4th fingers there in the 3rd fret of the B and E strings, first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then the 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. We'll strum all the strings. Then our next chord will be C add 9. We'll leave fingers 3 and 4 there. Put our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. And then again, I'm just going to mute the D string with my first finger. And there we'll strum from the A string down. Then our strumming patterns for each one of these, starting off with our G, we'll strum down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. D, do the same thing. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. E minor 7, same thing. Then our C add 9, we'll just do one pattern of this one. We'll go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Then after that, we'll go to a G chord, and here we're just going to strum 16th notes, just down, up, for be 2 measures each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then to D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll go back to the beginning of the chorus and just strum through the whole thing for you, starting on the G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back in on G, strumming 16th notes. And that's it for chorus 1. Then for chorus 2, it'll be the same chords as chorus 1. We'll just be a little bit busier with our strumming pattern. We'll strum 16th notes, that down, up, and we'll do each chord for 2 measures. So here's what chorus 2 sounds like, starting on G. that's it for chorus 2. For the bridge, we'll play the same chord progression as we just did on the chorus. Our strumming pattern is going to thin out a little bit though. So we're going to strum eighth notes on our G chord. We'll strum 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and up. That's pretty much all down strums until right before I change chords, I'll do a quick down up. So I'll just run through this bridge one time for you, starting on G. I'll go kind of slow just so you can follow along. So it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a D. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and then E minor 7. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and back to C at 9. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to repeat the same thing again. We're going to strum 16th notes. So this is kind of after the bridge is a little bit bigger here. C at 9. And that's it for the bridge. And guys, I think that's it for this lesson. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, just hitting the like button really helps me out. And if you're new here, you might consider subscribing. I do a lot of guitar tutorials just like this one, and then also piano tutorials if you're interested in those. And also, if you want to hit the notification bell, that'll just keep you from missing any future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.